welcome to the Afro Girl Diaries channel. My name is Belinda. Today's video is very different. But before we dive into it, please show this video some love. Show this channel some love. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. At least you can get to know when I release new content. But before we get into this video's topic, which is all about my weight loss journey, let me take you down memory lane and show you where I used to be, where I ended up being last year, which was when I actually started my weight loss journey, and we can come back and discuss how I got to where I am today. And I'm still on my journey, so let's take this as a touch point. So I started this journey on 20-something May. I actually have it in my book here. I will go into that in a bit. But I started it end of May, beginning of June last year. That was when I was like, yes, I am doing this. So before I get into details of what I actually did, I took a poll the other day on my Instagram stories and asked, what would you guys want to know more about? Diet, exercise? Because as you can imagine, I did a combination of all of them. You can't just do one thing. So most of you said diet. There were other people who also said they'd like to know about, exercise and slimming world. But I'll start with diet because that's what most of you wanted to know more about. So diet and slimming world go hand in hand. You may wonder, what is slimming world? I have my pack right here. I am going to give you all the details. No, I won't give you all the details. I won't bore you with all the details, but I'll give you a high level. So slimming world, I joined it end of May. Let me actually check when I joined. 25th of May was my first day on Slimming World. Let me just not show you because I'm still not comfortable saying what I started with because it was very high. Very high, guys. When I reach my target weight, I will tell you what I was. Anyway, 25th May. So Slimming World, basically it is a weight loss program and it's international. And basically what you do, they define different foods. Like they give you guidance on the foods that you should eat, foods that you should avoid. Main difference between it and a normal diet is it's more of a lifestyle and they never really take any food group out completely. So they won't tell you don't eat carbs, don't eat sweets, don't eat, they never say, and you don't weigh your food as well. So that's the main thing that made it work for me. Have I tried other diets before? Of course. Which lady hasn't? I have. I've done keto. I think I only survived 2 days. I've done other ones. It didn't work. This was the most sustainable for me. Mainly because I didn't really need to change much of how I eat. It wasn't so drastic, so it was something I could keep up. I could still eat a lot of the foods I liked. So they had something called free foods. Maybe you can see some of the pictures. I don't know if you can see. But free foods, what they mean by free foods, they mean foods that high in volume, high in density, but low in calories, right? So they fill you up, but they're not necessarily high in calories. So these are things like protein, like meat, chicken, let me see what else they've put in free food. Fish, so notice protein, yeah? There are some vegetables and fruits, that is the main part of free foods, yeah? But you can have protein, you can have vegetable, you can have fruits, pasta. You can pretty much, so many foods actually qualify to be free foods, right? The main thing for food to be free food, so like meat, make sure it's lean meat, it doesn't have fat on it, right? Make sure when you're cooking it, you're not cooking it in oil. So that's the main thing. It's like you can have the foods you normally have, but just change how you cook them. Make sure you remove visible fat. So I use the spraying, the oil spray. I have forgotten that. I wish I should actually show you. I don't know what the brand is in Kenya or in other countries, but I use Frylight. Point is, something they tell you is don't pour your oil, spray it. Another main thing is I started making my food more in the oven, instead of frying and all that. So I grilled, there we go, English. So I grill most of my meat. Okay, vegetables, it's the easiest way to make. You can make all your food in the oven. So potatoes, you grill them, spray them with the fry light. Vegetables, in fact I have a recipe in my Instagram. I'll tag it in the description box below. But I've started developing new favorite foods which are all made in the oven, and it's not like the program doesn't tell you use the oven. It's just the easiest way to cook without putting a lot of oil. Can you imagine you're making stew and then you're spraying for your stew? It just doesn't work for me. You know, Africans, we like when the onions are floating in oil. So to avoid all that, I tend to grill most of my food, and steam as well. But yeah, you have free foods, and then you have foods called sins, just like the Bible. Yes, sins. They've been categorized like that because they are bad for you. But they do recognize that you get cravings. So there are some people who, you know, had said, I talk about cravings. Do I still eat crisps? Yes. Do I still eat chocolate? Yes. Do I still eat ice cream? Yes. The point is, I limit how much I have. So every day I get an allowance. 15 cents, 5 to 15. I go for the maximum. That's never changed. So you'll be told a chocolate. Actually, let me check. Example, what is a chocolate? Yeah, so chocolate, if I wanted a chocolate bar, 6 cents for 25 grams. So you need to check the packet is how many grams, and for every 25 grams you put 6 cents. Remember, you only have 15 cents, so you can only have what, 50 grams or 60 grams, around there. So that's how you do it. So the main thing is, you never get to lose out on the types of foods that you like, but they are just limited. So it's just to show you which foods should you eat more of, which ones should you eat less of. In terms of also the free foods, there are subcategories within them. There are very good free foods and ones that eat them if you have exhausted all of these other ones. You understand? So things like veggies, there's some veggies which are great for you, and there's some veggies which have some high sugar content, so they are less preferred, but it doesn't mean that you can't have them. They're much better than having chocolate. Yeah, so that's what this book, as you can see, it's quite big. That's what it details. Anyway, that was what I used, and it's what worked for me. I went for a weigh-in on Saturday because my group meets every Saturday to talk about the weight loss journey. I just finished week 1 and I lost half a pound. Half a pound, basically quarter kg, you'd say. Well, it was just week 1, but yeah, I have good news. I lost 3 pounds. It is possible, guys. It is possible. God is good. So the week before, I lost only 0.5, and I was very discouraged because I felt like, oh, I'm putting in some effort, and I only lost 0.5 pounds. That's what, 0.2 kilos? I mean, you can just not drink water and you've lost 200 grams. Like, is it that serious? However, my body came through, guys. I was the slimmer of the week. I even got a certificate. I lost the most in the group, which I'm shocked. I got my 1 stone award. Yes. That meant officially I'd lost 14 pounds, 6 kilos. But then I guess I got too excited because the week after, I gained a pound, which is okay. Basically, what's been happening is getting busy at work, and now I'm being sent everywhere. As you can tell, I'm in a hotel room right now. It's going to be the case till Christmas, and I had the goal of losing another stone before Christmas, but I'm not too sure how that's going to go when I'm eating out all the time. So here is where my my self-discipline is tested. I don't know why that just left my mind. I was trying to find the word, but I'm trying to make the right decisions when eating out, because it is possible. It's just harder because when you're cooking your own food, you know the ingredients you're using, you know very well that you're following plan, and you know using been bad moments and there were good moments, but the majority of the times were good moments, because the plan works. If you stick to it, it works. If you don't stick to it and you lie to yourself, it won't work. But just a disclaimer there, I have tried keto, it didn't work for me. So there are things that might not work for you, others might. So it's good to sometimes mix and match, see what works for you. Let me not say here, you know, just go and do this, this is what works. This is what worked for me. It's what was sustainable, it's what I'm doing up to now. I don't actively go to the group, I don't pay any subscription anymore because I kind of know the things now in my mind. Do I cheat? Yes. But it's like, even my cheating now is not cheating as such. Like, I know how to balance things, you know, because I know the oil element, I know all those things. It's become a lifestyle. So how did it become a lifestyle? I remember I got that question. It became a lifestyle by making it work for me. Do I follow everything? Follow like 60%. The other 40 is my own mix and match. And that's just how life is. You have to do what works for you. You can't, you know, you can't just pick something and plast it into your life. Make it work for you. But also be wise about it, because even you know there's some habits you should do away with. Some that you can keep. So make it work for you. If you have listened to all this and you're wondering what the takeaway is, this can be one of the main things you can take away. If you've had a cheat day, it's just been a bad day for you and just couldn't help it, it's okay, it's not the end of the world. Pick yourself up again tomorrow. I've had many of those days, and if I was to just give up, I wouldn't have managed to lose the weight that I did. Even right now, I'm stagnating a bit. You know, when you've lost a lot of weight, so I've lost 14 kilos. Actually, I've realized I haven't mentioned that. I have lost 14 kilos. My aim is to lose 20, so I have 6 more to go. And I must admit I have stagnated, and I'm honestly also comfortable right now. I'm more like, oh, okay, clothes feel good at me now. But I have 6 kilos to go. So you have to be honest with yourself. Just pace yourself. Give yourself that motivation wherever you get it from. If you get it from affirmations, if you get it from having partners, you know, friends or people who you're on the program with, just get your motivation from somewhere, but don't stay there. You always move in life, never stay stagnant. I have been in rock bottom in terms of my weight, and right now I feel that I'm in control. I have a long way to go still, but you can get control. It's all about your life. Anything happening in your life, you can always pick yourself up from that, and you can always twist things around. So hopefully this was inspiring for you. I know weight loss is a long topic. Probably this video is already too long by now, but I just thought I would show you, you know, what I've been doing. So look out for small, short videos that I'll be putting on Instagram, just maybe highlighting key things that I switched around and they made a big difference. I'm going to make a video on that, just a quick one. Till then, see you next time.